Ohayo gozaimasu. Minasan konnichiwa. This is my first study vlog. I'm filming on my new camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, but I'm also the first one I'm gonna be promoting on my Instagram. If you're from my Instagram, yo, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, basically I was just listening to my podcast while making my little breakfast. I plan on doing a pretty big study today, like 6 hours, just cause I sort of feel like it and I want to get something for a vlog. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up my breakfast while listening to Japanese, and then I'm gonna head to my study rooms here where I live, and we're gonna study some Japanese. Materials I'm gonna be using. First up, my MacBook. Like, come on now, be so serious. And of course, we got the textbook. I use Genki too. I love Genki. I'm on lesson 19 right now, which I just started today, so perfect. And of course, we got a composition notebook. I sort of just I like notebooks and dedicating them to certain things. Dedicated this to the Genki 2. All of it is literally just grammar and example sentences from Genki 2. The other stuff I put in my study bag is literally just camera gear and stuff like that. So there we go. Are you ready to roll out? Here's a quick overview of what's going down today. So I just started lesson 19 of Genki. Today is really just gonna be going over new vocab, going over the new grammar points, and at the same time reviewing lots of vocab, and I'm gonna try and do a bit of sentence building and sentence structure and stuff like that. Welcome to my humble abode. This is, where I like to spend my free time, relax, drink some coffee, study some Japanese, schoolwork, stuff like that. I made it all the way to the study room, and guess what? I forgot my charger and my MacBook's dead. I'm gonna grab my charging cable and then studying will commence. So everything that can go wrong, it pretty much has. I literally somehow lost my regular cable, so now I have this one that's literally a foot long. So I'm stuck in the corner for now, doing my work, but of course, grind don't stop. We gotta keep on keeping on with Japanese. You know how it is. Basically now, what I'm gonna start off with is oh my god, that's what I mean. I just realized I do Anki, and the phone I do Anki on is back in my room where I just was. Oh. Okay, never mind, screw it, we keep going. I'm just gonna do Wanikani, pretty much, which is, if you don't know what Wanikani is, basically it's remembering the kanji. If it was a website, it teaches you mnemonics for kanji, and then it will go ahead and show it to you in spaced repetition, and literally in a year, if you just do your 15 reviews every day, you learn the base 2000 kanji, and then 6,000 vocabulary. So this website is extremely viable if you want it to be the only resource you use for kanji and vocab. Sometimes, honestly, it teaches you stuff you really don't need to know. It goes too in depth, you know what I mean? So, which is a good thing for some, but before I go to Japan, because I'm going to Japan later this year, I really just kind of want to learn the very necessities first and build upon them, everything I'm going to need in Japan, I really want, I want to be able to read signs and stuff. I swear, them vocab words will take it out of you. But we finished 70 reviews, I think it was. Yeah, next up on the plate though is Anki. I was able to pull up the web version, so I'm gonna be doing the new vocab that I'm trying to learn. And so basically I have all these custom decks because I like to make them a certain way. I'm very particular. For Genki 2, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be learning just a few new vocab points. I really try not to overwhelm myself, really. Really most of my days are just reviews and practice and some new stuff. But especially since I'm learning the grammar today, I'm gonna be going over all the grammar. I'm gonna be going through my Anki and learning some new vocab and reviewing some, and everything I'm having trouble with or don't know, I like to write on a paper or make a sentence or stuff like that, so yeah. Are you guys seeing how well this pen is literally actually let go right here? Look at this. So you know what else I just realized is I'm not using my whiteboard here. I'm not utilizing the whiteboard. So I was like, maybe I could just like have vocab I'm having trouble with, and I'll write it up here, and every once in a while I can just, glance over at it. Finished Wanekani, finished my Anki flashcards, all the vocab, everything is reviewed and done. And now it's time to move on to the grammar portion of this video. We're gonna be studying some grammar, and I'm gonna be using Toki Nyandy, who's a YouTuber who basically breaks down everything, gives examples, like really goes more in depth than the textbook. Because I was curious about it, I watched the first grammar point and it was honorific verbs, and he told me I never would be using those, but it's good to just have them in the back of your head. So I'm not gonna stress too hard about them, Basically, you're like speaking in a tone that's honoring someone. Like when you're speaking to or about someone above you, you're just honoring them in that tone. So it's a lot of customer service, company stuff, that sort of area. Like he said, I will hear it on like train announcement stuff sometimes. Like just a quick example is like iku, kuru, and iru, they turn into irasharu. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna be taking notes, filling up my notebook with this new lesson, and yeah, let's get to it. To just basically wind everything down, now I'm just gonna take the grammar points that I just learned, which are, so first was respectful command, using like honorifics and stuff like that. You take a regular verb, you have the vima stem, and you add an O in front, and then kudasai at the end. And also I have the pseudo verbs, where it's a go, the noun form within the pseudo verb, and then kudasai. And then honorific verbs with O, the stem, and then kudasai. Okay. I was told I'm not gonna be using it a lot, but I will hear it like in the subway station. Specifically, go ashimoto ni ochui te kudasai? Ochui? Oh, ochu kudasai. Ochu kudasai. And then I had saying thank you for specific things, which is just te form, kurete arigato, and really just like kite kurete arigato, like mite kurete arigato, like thank you for coming, thank you for watching, that sort of stuff. And then lastly that I learned was I'm glad I did. So it's like te form plus yokata desu. It's pretty simple, like literally tabete yokata desu. I'm glad I ate, but I'm gonna go ahead and just practice, writing a couple example sentences in like my scrap notebook, just to sort of, stick it in my head a little harder. So that's pretty much everything. It's not like 12, it's about to be 1. I woke up pretty early for this. It's been like 5-6 hours of studying, which is a lot. It's not something you want to do on a regular basis, which is why I don't really. This is kind of my one time off sort of thing. Like every other week I'll do it. Yesterday I'll kind of just be listening to podcasts casually, maybe watch a movie, some TV, some YouTube, to get some more input and stuff like that. Oh, and then I'll listen to some more music as well. But yeah, that's pretty much sort of how I structure and am learning, and that was my little Japanese study vlog. And I'm doing all this, to prepare for Japan this October. So if you guys are passionate about studying Japanese and Japanese culture in general, I'm gonna be vlogging everything on here and on my Instagram. If you guys wanna check out or subscribe, stay updated, because the content's gonna go crazy when I get there. And yeah, just, follow me for the journey. I really would appreciate it. And then using a grammar point we did today, mite kurete arigatou gozaimasu.